The One Thing by Gary Keller. Great read. I can definitely see why Ty Lopez puts this somewhere on the top of his list. This has a lot of interesting concepts in it that you don't really think about on a normal basis. So, this is about focusing on one thing. That's the whole basis behind this. If you have too many open ends on your mind, if you try to focus on too many things at once, you're not going to be as productive. For example, if you are in the middle of a project and then somebody stops to talk to you, and then you go back to your project, you have to disconnect from your project, talk to the person, and then get back into the zone and work on your project. So it takes way longer to finish whatever task was at hand. Where people who manage their time better, they focus on one thing at a time. They're more likely to get results. You just focus on one thing. It's easy to eliminate it down to 2 things or 3 things. But what it's saying, you want to, at the moment, do the one thing that you feel like you should be doing. All right, you just narrow it all down to one thing, and then what happens is you build up momentum. This also said that if you push a domino over, what happens is it can push a domino over that's even bigger, and that domino can push a domino over that's even bigger, and eventually, after a certain amount of times, you can push over a domino that's as tall as the moon. Well, the distance from Earth to the moon. The moon doesn't really have a height, but you know what I mean. So it's about building momentum by just focusing on one thing. Another interesting concept that makes a lot of sense is it takes about 66 days on average to create new habits. So this is saying that successful people aren't highly disciplined. They just have the initial discipline to build the habits of successful people. So by the time you get to the 66th day, for example, if you're practicing singing, by the time, if you practice an hour every day, 5 to 6 days a week, by the time you get to the 66th day, we won't need discipline. It'll just be routine. It'll be habit. And it'll just be, kind of going through the motions type thing. It doesn't mean you shouldn't be productive and trying new stuff, but, practice and improving will become part of your routine. So you don't need a lot of discipline to be successful. You just need a lot of initial discipline, and then you need to ride off that after however, I guess 2.5, a little under 2.5 months. You just ride off the habits you formed. So really, really good book. It just if you want to be successful at something, if you want to get good at something, if you have a goal, check this out. Seriously, check this out. It's so good. I was just reading through it, and I read a lot of books. I think I've read 46, 47 in the past 4 months. So this was definitely one of the best. It was one of the best, and that was really bad pun. So, but yeah, check it out. If you guys like this, or have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Hit that thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys soon.